Former INEC Recent Electoral Commissioner of Akwa Ibom State, Mike Igini, has said that the planned use of technology in the next year general election is already setting a segment of the political class. Mike Igini made this submission in Abuja Thursday at an anti-corruption situation room organized by HEDA Resource Center. Igini stated that the use of technology in the next election will curtail election malpractice, assuring that the outcome of the 2023 general election will be decided at the polling unit. He added that the level of involvement of security operatives in Nigeria election is a key yardstick for measuring the maturity of Nigeria democracy.
What happens now is that computation of vote is based on total number of accredited voters, not on total number of registered voters. The old section talk about total number of registered voters. So even where you have 10,000 and over 4,000 or 2,000 have died, many of them have moved away, you are still making your calculation based on that number, which is not correct. Now, by virtue of section 47 and that 51 working together, it's one important election that all of us must pay attention, that all of us must do all that we need to do, because when there's a harmony of interests, it reduces opportunistic behavior. The future of our country is in our hands. How we want it to be is our hand, because I know that we are able to resolve the leadership question in Nigeria. The speed with which Nigeria will attain its potential will be like the speed of a rocket.
Other stakeholders, including the convener HEDA Resource Center, harped on the need to change the current trend of cash flow during electioneering.
To the election, we don't actually need to wait till the day of the election before we start making some of the necessary public statements that are to guide both INEC, the security agencies, the political parties, and the politicians. And like you also said, some of the activities of the politicians exerts enormous pressure on the umpire and try to compromise them. And some of that you can see as they are happening in court. I know that the Court of Appeal just gave another judgment on the candidate of PDP in Zamfara, and we don't want such situation where candidates of even political parties are not known until 48 hours and thereabout to the election days. The other thing is we're so concerned about how much of inducement goes to the electoral process and how electorates many times also put under pressure with inducement from the candidates, the political parties, and all of that. So the takeaway from here is that the election is not rigged only on election days. It happens before, and we need to start identifying those stakeholders that are responsible for some of these atrocities. I think the law enforcement agencies must also understand the enormous responsibility that they are expected to play leading to the election, and they have the capacity to make or mar the election. If the orgy of violence is allowed to continue, then you can imagine how much of the recklessness will be experienced during the election. But if we're able to stem it from now, then people will know that it's not going to be business as usual, and they're likely to actually contain their activities to ensure that they don't threaten the peaceful conduct of the election.
The event with the team towards the Nigeria 2023 general election x-ray activities of political actors and how these have affected the country electoral process.